Hi! Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back ATINY. After a little bit of a break and a lot of comments about it, I'm so sorry. We just had this kind of thing happen once again, except it wasn't this long for when we were going to get into In Your Fantasy. But here we are finally today to check out Ash, the official music video. Now, I know since then they have dropped a bunch of music videos. I would say technically like half of the members have done so far for different solo projects, and I've not yet checked those out, mainly because they're not called music videos, and I would like to do that maybe another time. And also I have some other music videos, the solo ones in particular, the duo ones, the unit ones I still have left to get into, so that is coming sometime, don't you worry. But right now I want to get into the music videos mainly. So we are here to get into Ash, the second Japanese album that they have called Ash is Too Light. They released this about almost exactly a month ago now. So I'm sorry once again. I took a little bit of a break with doing music videos yesterday because I am currently doing a bunch of things at once. I'm trying to film and keep up my upload schedule, but also trying to finish a bunch of papers that I have. One of them is going to be in tomorrow, and I definitely know that I can do it. I know I can finish it, but also I'm just I need to keep up with YouTube as well. So no issues there, no issues, don't worry. I'm gonna be good. But I'm here today to finally watch it. So, like I usually do, we're gonna watch this twice, the second time with captions on. I have really enjoyed In Your Fantasy. It has been a repeat on the playlist, so to say. So I'm very excited to dive into some more. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit more, toned down, maybe a little bit more depressing. We're gonna see though, but I just have that feeling based on the thumbnail, but also just the title itself. So sit back, relax, make sure you're comfortable, grab your drink of choice, and let's get into the new ATEEZ music video. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go into this. This is the Ash official music video from ATEEZ. So yeah, sorry once again that it's taken so long, but I'm here now to dive into it. So yeah, we're going to get into this. Like I mentioned, we're going to watch this twice, the second time with captions on, so I can understand everything a little bit better, and I can process it in the way that my brain can do it the best. So, I'm excited to see what is the follow-up, to see what's going to be happening next. So, without further ado, let's go. Yes, what do you have to serve to me today, KQ? San-san, hello. Ooh. I feel the angst already. I feel the angst. Was he blonde? I think I've seen so many clips because I think that ATEEZ are not currently on a tour, but I believe they used to be, and I think he was blonde during the time, right? That sounds about right to me. So I think I've seen the blonde Wooyoung vibe at the moment, but I feel like not too much is shocking yet, unless somebody shows up with blue hair, Someone's got the short hair though. Yeah, the vibes are strong immediately. Ooh. Hi. Nothing will stay the same. Okay, the drama. Ashes. Ooh. Oh no. We're not having a freaking endgame moment right now. Why are we turning into ashes? Please. Stay safe, ATEEZ. Ooh. I love me with this mood. Now wait a minute. did this club beat come in? I think we might have a sad banger on our hands. And I love those. If you don't know what I'm referring to, it's when a song has like more depressing lyrics, but the song itself you give no clue to that. You know, I think there's some clues definitely, because it's definitely not happy. You know, it doesn't sound happy. It just like is a little bit more intense than what you would think, because usually when you think of a sad song, you think of like a ballad with like the guitar and just like the kind of more quiet vibe. But this one is immediately like, all right, let's go and party, guys. Boop, 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 you know. But I like that. I think those are some of like the most surprising songs that also are always fun to listen to. Okay, San. Ooh. Okay. King. Absolutely. Ooh. I mean, we literally saw him earlier, but I still need to point him out. Yeosang. Wow. 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 Very topical. I just saw that tweet that went viral recently of that person who was like, I actually became an ATINY because I thought that Yeosang was a beautiful girl, and I wanted to know more about the group. Because, like, wow, what a stunning human being, you know? Like, I see the angst, but I don't really feel I feel the angst in the voices, but not in the actual, like, instrumental. This is such a cool set, though, with these, like, file cabinets. Ooh. There's my king! I forgot to mention, just in case some of you guys are new, I biased 98 lines, So Hongjung and Songhwa. Those are my kings, you know? My parents. Like, okay! Ooh! Hey. Why do you look so good getting out of a car crash? That's my question. I thought so, and that looks so sick. He's just on like a broken boat in the middle of just a bunch of different images. Those remind me so much of, like, I thought we had a no, I'm not human moments with these pictures, because it looked like just like auras, but I think it's just somebody's back. Ooh! Ponytail and glitter clothes? Okay. Okay, they're about to turn this up. Has this entire thing... No, it's not entirely been... No, it's not been black and white. But it has been so cold. And so gray. Like, different shades of gray for sure. Like, we had some, like, very pale, like, almost whites. And then we've had, like, black. But, like, it's been, like, a grayscale. Basically most of this. The only really other color that we've seen is, like, blue. Just, like, enhances that vibe. Let's go! Slay. I love when Jongho busts out a note. Okay, Fitz. Girl, that is not finished. Girl! Oh! Hold on. Okay. Just twitched. I thought for a moment that it was like, you know the spiders that like burrow themselves under like sand and then they pop out to like get their prey. I thought that was what happened. I just get easily startled. That's why. Ooh, okay. Very, very interesting. We're definitely keeping up that, like, although I think they're very different from each other. Like, In Your Fantasy and Ash are not similar at all, you know? But I definitely do feel the continuation of we had In Your Fantasy first, and then we came to Ash, because although I do not know what they're saying about right now, because not only is it not in one of the languages I speak, it's also in Japanese, which is like the Asian language that I know the least of, like of all of them basically. So you know, I see that they are related, but I'm sure that they are not similar. At least, like lyric-wise, they're not going to be similar. But with the vibe of the song and the beat, it definitely still has like a slow, like a club vibe, more slow, of like a white girl dance kind of song, you know. But it's not also either that over the top, you know. It's found a nice middle ground between like, I can see that this is maybe going to be sad, but also it's not like I'm a cry, it's I'm a dance and then cry when I find out what the lyrics are. And those are some of my like favorite sadder songs, is when you wouldn't be able to tell at all from first listen that it is sad, and then you're like, oh shit, you know, they were singing about this the whole time and I had no clue because I was just dancing. So I'm hoping for that, but we're gonna see, of course. But yeah, they looked stunning, all of them. Like I said, the only one that like I think I've seen Wu Young Blonde, but not entirely sure. I think I have. And then with the rest of them, they are pretty similar looking, pretty similar vibes to In Your Fantasy. So visual-wise, I'm not that shook by them, so that's great. But the music video was very like, how should I put it? I do like my color, I do like my splash, but I feel like this is definitely very, like, methodically thought out, and there's a lot of meaning behind this, because, like, there's so many pictures, that there's that huge scene with the file cabinets, there's the car crash, there is, like, the abandoned buildings, like, there's many things that I feel like are represented here. And so, you know, it doesn't feel like very, even though it's mostly been gray, it's not boring, you know, which is a very good thing, a very big compliment from, like, on my side, because if you see based on what I look like, I love color. So, but we're going to dive right in and get into this one more time. I'm very excited to see what the lyrics are actually about, because I've been thinking about them and I've been like, maybe it's about this, but I had no clue. So we're going to see for real right now. So let's dive right in. After I fix up my face, because I'm sure that my face is already oily. That's what those cameras do. Ooh, yeah, the graveyard, question mark? Yeah, that's definitely a graveyard. That looks like a tombstone behind him. And then an elevator? Burning the pictures. Whoosh.
Nothing will stay the same.
He's always got to do that little thing. The hourglass.
I can't forget you, I can't catch you. 간신 느낄 수로 I know this.
Oof.
I'm dancing in the ash. 기미가 그래 다들 rush.
Hey.
아자약하니 어머이다스. 가끔이 나한테 이구. I'm dancing in the ash. 맞아놓고 내 눈을 touch. 기미가 있나 이때 사실. 그때 지켜왔대 무드도. 구슬을 love.
So I think, yeah, it's about, I also was like, maybe this is a little bit fan directed as well, but I think it's mainly about like you've had a relationship in some ways that's burned up, so to say, and turned into ash, and now they're just kind of stuck in this place, and they're realizing there's all this ash around me from, you know, this burning that has been caused by us burning up this relationship, and now I'm just kind of stuck here, you know, and contemplating and thinking about maybe what I could have done differently. Is this really the end? Or, you know, like, what is going to happen next? But, yeah, most likely, you know, it's over. Oof. I love these kinds of songs because it's always such a surprise. It's great. I could have just watched this. Just waited 10 seconds. Hey. Ooh. A little bit mellow, like we crashed, metaphorically. It has a little bit of like a melancholic vibe of like you're not really sad, you could say, but you're not really happy either. You know? At least that's what I believe Melancholia believes. I just know it from that movie that I've never even watched. Again, you look so good for having been in a car crash. Woo. Woo. Never ever fades. Literally, because this last part of this music video is just great. Like, I love that, and I didn't even realize it, but that's really, really cool. Yo-san comes in, starts singing about how it's getting gray, and it literally is turning black and white. Love the little tiny details like that, that even I am smart enough to catch, but also aren't that apparent, you know? I'm just like, what? Let's go! Get it. That stage back there? That's really cool. Damn, this fucking outfit. Minky's long coat, like always. Love. Fantastic. I love this stage that is almost looking like it's gone up in flames, because I feel like that's also symbolic. But yeah, I feel like mainly, of course, it's about a potential like romantic relationship, probably. But it also kind of feels, in some ways, I mean, it's a little too sad to go that way, you know what I mean? But potentially in the future, let's just say, you might look back on the song and be like, damn, now we're dancing in the ash, you know? That's a little bit too depressing to talk about, but I hope you get what I mean when I'm saying that. I hope so. But yeah, that was Ash. Very, very interesting. Like I said, I usually, when I'm going into something that I'm already like, I can tell is going to be like a little bit more depressing, I'm always just a little bit more cautious about it because I'm just like, how am I going to enjoy this? You know what I mean? And I did. I had a lot of fun with it, even though, you know, we're going to see how much, because like, I have listened to a couple of Japanese songs so far, and I think this is definitely one of the ones that I feel like has the most character. I also really liked Birthday. Is that what it's called? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna check through. I should just have like a constant little thingy in my hand to make sure that I'm always getting, because like, again, I know songs. I love songs, but then also I forget the titles of them because I'm like going through it in my head and I'm like, okay, what is the line that has the title in it? You know what I mean? Like, that is constantly what I'm doing, and so that is not the greatest, you know. Yes, it's Birthday. That is not the greatest when you're trying to have a live thing, when you're trying to do something spontaneously like I'm doing right now. No scripts. We work off no scripts. You know, it's a little bit more difficult to be always 100% correct. But I enjoyed those a lot. I feel like those stick out a lot in my mind. And so I think this one could potentially enter it. I definitely think this is more of like that. It's not too slow, but it's also not that fast-paced either, so it's a good like unwinding. Like, I have a playlist throughout the day where like I start a little slower, and then for like most of the day I go with my usual like music taste, and then like after like 8 p.m. I do my unwinding playlist, and that's kind of how I go through it. And yeah, I feel like that could be like, this could be part of my unwinding, even though it does have a little bit of dance quality to it. It's still a little bit more calmer, you know? But yeah, it sounded nice. I enjoyed the lyrics of it, and I think that, I don't know, like I said, maybe might enter the rotation, even though I'm like a gorilla in your fantasy work. Their title tracks are basically, like, they have some of the best and most consistent title tracks in K-pop. Their titles always slap, so, you know. But anyway, I think that was all I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I am now going to do another music video. I'm very excited about that as well. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Here is a gold star for watching this all the way through. Check out my other ATEEZ reactions. I have a huge marathon one, but also I have watched Lemon Drop. I've watched I Saw My Teeth, In Your Fantasy. Checked out all of those, so check that out if you're curious. So yeah, let's go into the outro, and I'll say my final things. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, that was all I had for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. Thank you for playing toy with me. So yeah, now we have finally caught up, I believe, mostly with ATEEZ's music videos. I still have the solo and the I think solo and unit ones, because I think Hongjun did something. I believe so. But then we also have the newer ATEEZ Present like projects as well. And like I said, they're not titled music video, but I know technically they are supposed to be music videos. So that'll definitely come sometime. But we're gonna see when I do have the time, because of course my schedule is very limited because I have a lot of other things going on in my life. So hope you understand. But yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say though. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and check me out over on Patreon. I do early access to most of my YouTube videos, as well as watch K-dramas and variety content over there. So check it out if you're interested. Like this video if you like it, and if you have any request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!